1 year since jiah passed. When someone you love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. Not a day goes by, not a minute passes that I don't think of Appa. She was the best sister and the best friend I could ever ask for. Always there for me, she was fiercely protective and always wished the best for us. Whenever she gained success in any aspect of her life, she would share it with us. She was too good for this world, and it pains me to think that people try to tarnish her name even in her death. So I pray that the truth comes out and her murderers are imprisoned, so when we are reunited with Appa, we can tell her that we brought her killers to justice.
I boarded my flight on the 2nd of June, full of excitement. I was going to see my sister and my mother to celebrate my 21st birthday. Just as I sat in my seat, I received a message from my darling sister Nafisa, telling me how she couldn't wait to see me. I told her the same and I took off. Never in a million years would I have thought that the first thing I was going to hear when I landed was that my sister had passed away. Instantly, an overwhelming and blinding pain pierced my heart. I knew my sister could never have done what was being accused of her. She was not one to bring harm to herself. My sister's life had been ruthlessly shortened. Her passing opened my eyes to the true nature of humanity and the unjust, brutal society in which we live. At first, however, my anger was directed to God. Why had he taken my sister away from my family and me? When we love and need her so much. Why had he taken away the one person who understood me? The person who I ran to when I felt alone. The person who took away my fears when I was scared. I knew exactly how to comfort me when I was brokenhearted. The very person who would hold my hand and tell me that she would always be there for me, to run to if I ever felt sad. She was no longer going to be there. But then again, why wouldn't God want such a kind-hearted, beautiful angel by his side from now until eternity? It is selfish of me to want my sister by my side in this world when she is probably surrounded amongst the beauties of the hereafter, feeling nothing but love and peace. Nafisa, of course, will be remembered as an actress with unbelievable talent, but she was also a kind, loving, funny, uplifting, and intelligent individual. She had a heart of gold, the mind of an intellectual, and the strength of a warrior. She was not just my big sister, she exceeded that title and grew into my best friend, my confidant, and my protector. The pain I feel today cannot be repaired. However, the day my sister receives the justice she deserves, that day, the culprit who murdered her reaps the consequences of his actions. I hope that my family and I will be able to come to terms with her absence.
Last year, 3rd June 2013, a fateful night for all of us. But it was the holy night for all Muslims, the night that is called Shab-e-Miraj. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ took off for his night journey and was transported physically and spiritually through the universe to the 7th heaven to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That night, my daughter Nafisa saw angels lifting her in their arms and taking her spirit and soul to a place that was very far above, leaving behind her physical body that was already broken into pieces. And some angels were taking care of her sisters and me and those she left behind. Out of the depth, I cried to God, "Oh God, hear my voice and give me justice. Give justice to our daughter Nafisa, whose life was cut short. There is no one but Thee God, who is all just, all-knowing, and all-seeing. He will punish the tyrant whose crimes are beyond count. He knows the secret of the unseen of all things. O God, the creator and redeemer of the world, grant the departed soul of my daughter Nafisa eternal rest and best place in heaven, and justice in this world to bring peace to her soul and the grieving family and friends. O God, this hour we are gathered here to revive the memories of our beloved daughter Nafisa, called Jiah, who is no more with us in her beautiful and graceful physical form, but standing in spirit among us. We remember the times she walked among us in this world and the happiness, love, and joy she gave us. Months, years, and days have passed, yet we feel our nearness to her. Our hearts still yearn for her. The place where she stood among us is still empty now. Although the bitter grief and pain has overwhelmed all of us, and the link of her life may be broken, but the links of her love and longing cannot be broken. Her soul is bounded with awe forever. Let me thank Allah for allowing me to share this Memorial Day with such special people in our life. My family feels so blessed by your presence, by your support and love for all of us. I am sure Nafisa is also watching and thanking all you with a smile, saying, I grieve not for how I was forced to depart from you, but how I truly miss you and all my family, friends, and fans with whom I shared my life on earth. When tomorrow comes, Mummy, and tomorrow starts without me, you will be constantly reminded yourself of all the things we did on that last day, like how I was making tea for you, driving you in the rain, buying a gift for my little sister's 21st birthday, singing my favorite song for you. I remember you were crying when I was singing. I know how much you loved me, Mommy. Your last text to me was, I love you always, Bebo, Hamisha. I love you too much, Mother. Each time I will think of you, I know your eyes will swell with tears, and you will miss me too. Please try to understand, Mother. That night I was helpless to fight back and did not get a moment to say goodbye to you. I know when tomorrow starts without me, you will think we are far apart. But each time when you will think of me, remember I am right here in your heart. Although my time with you was so short, and we both feel we could have done so much together, but God is just. God will reunite us all in heaven, and together we shall be happy, glorifying his name forever and for eternity. Thank you so much for being here.